Hello and welcome back to the DITV pregame show. I'm your host, Beau Bowman, alongside Lucy Rohden.
It's good to be back, Beau. I'd just like to point out that Iowa's losing streak started the week I took a break from pregame,
so it must have been you. Thank God you're back. Thank
That's
God you're
what
back.
the answer is.
Now, before we break down the game, we have a special feature on some pretty special players.
Iowa's special teams have been overall really solid for the team this year, and kicker Miguel Recinos is on a bit of a hot streak, making every single one of his 28 extra point attempts this season.
But it's not just him out there. He has to put a lot of faith in his holder, too.
Laces out, Colton, is something you might hear on the Iowa sideline right before Miguel Recinos attempts a field goal with his holder.
We go out for a kick and we just take everything off, take all the stress off. We talk, we have like a regular conversation before we kick, and then, all right, here we go, let's kick it.
The bond between a kicker and a holder can make or break those 3 points.
It's easy when you're out in the practice field, but when you're out there in Happy Valley and it's pouring rain, that's when you really find out, who has the discipline to kind of, keep that relationship going.
And it's hard to find a better set of friends than these two.
We're really close. We hang out all the time, and I have a lot of faith in him, and he's a great athlete and a great guy. So
we're always around each other no matter what. With that field goal, punt, during games, out of games, we grab dinner every once in a while. We're always hanging out, playing video games together. So we're pretty close.
But here's the kicker: when the pair are preparing for a big kick, there's no funny business.
This time I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon.
Before Colton and I go out there, we'll just kind of talk a little bit, and we'll give each other like a handshake or something like that, and then we'll go out there, and then he'll say something to me, but really it's more just to help me kind of focus in and kind of block out the noise type of thing.
Creating success and memories that will last a lifetime.
We kind of have a brotherhood in a way.
Well, as Lucy, I love that Charlie Brown reference.
No, I was just going to say that I'm lucky I don't have quite as bad a Lucy as a holder as Charlie Brown does. I don't know.
Well, you can check out the Daily Iowan pregame section for a feature story on Rastetter.
Now, Iowa's odds at the Big Ten West are slim to none after that loss against Purdue.
And with the bowl game already locked up, it can be hard to stay motivated for these last 3 games of the season.
But the team leaders will assure you that they're more motivated than ever.
Leadership becomes even more important, especially in the darker times, and just showing them that you still got to come to work every day and move forward with your season. That's as important as anything right now.
You got to let them know that this is the end of the season. We have 3 more games left. You can either back down or you can keep pushing forward so we can get these next 3 wins and have a successful season, or you can just back down and just have a bad season and just leave nothing on the table.
Obviously we've had 3 really tough losses this year, basically 1-possession games, and there's no finger pointing. There's no, everyone takes ownership in what happens, good or bad, win or lose, and that type of attitude, makes it fun to be a part of.
It's been a disappointing season so far, to say the least, but hopefully they can make the most of it and get to a good bowl game.
And while the Hawks probably won't be making the trip to Indy this year, Northwestern actually has a really good chance at it to represent the West in the Big Ten championship.
Even if they lose to Iowa this week, all they have to do is beat Minnesota and Illinois, 2 of the bottom feeders of the Big Ten West. So very winnable games.
That's right. And is it just me, or is it weird to think that Northwestern is probably going to be playing in the Big Ten championship?
Oh, it is incredibly weird. I don't know if it's just that I can't take Pat Fitzgerald seriously or the fact that it's just Northwestern, but it's not sinking in with me.
Well, it's not odd to the Hawks, who believe they have always taken the Wildcats very seriously.
We know that they're a good team, that they're coached well, and they play hard. So, and obviously that 13-1 speaks for itself. So, we know that they're a good team and know that we have to prepare well and come out and play well on Saturday.
I don't know why that is. Maybe some down points in their history. But that's certainly not the case right now. Northwestern's a really good football team. You look at the wins they have this year, look at the wins they've had the last few years. They're a really good program. So that's something that we don't take lightly around here.
And they have that toughness about them, that they're going to come out there and they're going to play hard and they're going to, do the things that they want to do. And so they're a good team, and that it usually comes down to close games because we're some sort of similar outfits, and So we respect them, they respect us, and it's going to be a good game. So.
Northwestern is 12-1 in their last 13 games. That's what Stanley was referring to there back at the beginning. But all right, quickly before we go, predictions. Lucy.
I have a hard time believing Iowa's going to lose 3 straight, and I'm back on pregame this week, so I'm actually picking the Hawks.
No, I'm with you. I'm going with the Hawks. Northwestern's new fake ID of college football. But that's it for this edition of the DITV pregame show.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter for updates during the game throughout the weekend.
And come back on Monday for our analysis of the game. Guys, back to you.